Welcome to the Smoke Podcast. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Smoke Podcast.
I tell you what, man.
Like y'all up so loud.
Huh?
It seem like we up so loud.
I don't know. Probably because we are.
Ooh, Lord.
You all right now?
Yeah, I can't take a lot of noise after coming
You know,
back
she's
from
just
my
coming back
vacation.
from
She's coming back
vacation,
vacation, boy. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I just want to live my life through Kimberly.
No,
Shit.
you don't.
So you went to Key West.
Uh-huh.
You went to Miami,
Uh-huh.
South Beach, Parland, eating $30
Parland.
slices of cake.
That's right.
Man, that cake
You only
should
live one.
You only live once. You
that,
right.
that cake should have had the best vanilla bean, the best chocolate,
did.
all that shit in
They
it.
did. Whatever they did to it, they stuck up. They grandmama back there and made it.
Just
So
think
did-
if you
did have
asked
to
for a
split the
whole
cake?
one.
Did you have to split the cake with your friend?
No, not really. We both just got
Just
it.
kind of got it. And
Yeah,
ate a
just
little-
taste
yeah,
it.
just-
But the
Well,
guy,
I guess if you think of it, because Kimberly showed us a picture of it. It was a pretty big slice of cake.
it was huge.
I mean, and you go to a lot of places and you order a dessert for
It's
$15 and it's real small. So
This
you
was
probably
huge.
got 3.
It was worth it.
Yeah, and you only live once.
You only live once. Probably one of the best drinks I've had.
That's why.
And you had what did you have?
It was a blueberry infused whiskey, like an old fashioned.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I never heard these ingredients before, but Isaac and I are going to look them up for y'all.
Yes.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anywhere I go, if I find out they got some good whiskey, I don't care what it. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't care
Yeah,
what it costs.
you on that? I don't care what it costs mode right now.
Yeah, because you've been posting Pappy and Van Winkle, whoever,
Same
Winkles,
person.
all the Winkles.
Pappy Van Winkle, and then you got Van Winkle. Now, what was the difference between Pappy
Just
and Pappy
the
Van
Pappy
Winkle?
was 15, and then the Van Winkle was 12 year.
Okay.
But both of them
Was Van
good.
Winkle his cousin or something?
No, it's this, all of them made by Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
So all of them are made by the same. It's just the cast that it set in and how long it set in it. So.
Now that's how you do fancy.
You doing fancy big, right?
Like,
I like good stuff.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I like good whiskey and I cannot lie.
And every restaurant we ate at, from Key West to Miami, everything was so delicious. I think we had one bad food thing.
Where was it? In
In,
Key West or
In Miami.
in Miami?
Did you
Where?
get some
But
key
the
lime
food-
pie?
Okay, so here's the thing. Linda and I tried key lime pie at most of the restaurants we went to, and she was like harping on this one that I guess has been on Food Network or whatever, so we finally found it. Because
Right.
they do it in a round shape, individual, whatever.
Wasn't that good?
The best one we had was from Moondog, whatever, in Key West. But because I think it was made in-house and they baked the meringue.
The meringue.
Yes.
Is it the big old thing? Of
But it was so good.
Yeah, I bet.
It had a lot of flavor. The one that was from the place, the franchise with the round, I don't want to call out no names. I don't want nobody to give me
See,
that
and
one.
then I saw that place on Moon, whatever you're talking about. I saw that on one of the travel shows,
And it was so good.
they showed how they they pressing the key lines back there and all that stuff.
And you could tell like it was fresh.
And then they picked the limes off the trees.
I
Shit.
ain't mad at them. I saw you could pick stuff off people. They had mango trees and
Yeah.
everything. I was like, this
Wow.
was up. The
Wow.
beach stunk though.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, it had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all that
the green,
all the algae and stuff coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they go through and clean it up in the mornings or whatever. And if you kind of go downwind, away from it, go down to the other end where we kind of were. I didn't smell it down there, but yeah.
Did you get a chance to smoke any cigars while you
I
were there?
did.
Man,
Did I?
Did you not look at her
Did I?
page? I think as soon as she
smoked
touched down, she got a damn cigar.
You know what? That is true because Will took us straight to a. Did we eat? Yes, we grabbed some food and then we met them for cigars.
What did you have?
Oh, I don't remember.
I know
It's on the pictures.
I know he had a really nice
He had the oysters. He had some oysters. I saw he posted some oysters, and then he posted a cigar, a Cuban cigar that I swear I thought I've had before.
he posted an Opus X also.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
was
I think that's what Linda was smoking, the Opus
Yeah,
X, the
yeah.
first day. Yeah.
it was the first day, and then He said cause I talked to him yesterday. He's like, yeah, man, they rolling me some real Cubans. I say, oh, so you got Cubans rolling Cubans?
You so silly. But yeah, I enjoyed my vacation though. It was just exactly what I need. I love no itineraries. Don't ask me to do nothing.
Exactly.
Don't ask me.
And that's what it's supposed to be about.
Right.
That's what vacation is about. When you plan all this shit and all that, it just seemed to me it takes the fun out of it.
It takes I mean, we have planned stuff only because we were there. Congratulations, Will and Tanya, on your 10-year vow renewal. So beautiful. Thank you for including me. The whole thing was just really nice. Everything was really nice. I can't complain.
Oh, that's good.
Except I don't never have to really go back to Miami again.
You know what? I felt the same kind of way. I mean, Miami was nice, but
It's hot.
it's hot, and then like you know, I saw some women that was half naked, and I'm like not kidding. I mean, like literally, like
I think so. I saw some folk naked, but anyway, they may have had a little scrap or something running across their whatever. But I was like, okay.
So did you have a problem with that?
oh no.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
I was, the problem is, of course, I was with my wife, and I was trying to be
Respectful.
I bet you put your glasses on. You put your stunner shades on.
Oh, well, you already know. I had them super dog ones like that. I was like, let me see. The sun getting in my eyes.
Ain't nothing to see here. Ain't nothing to see here.
See here, and I was like, okay, girl, I see you over
No,
there.
I saw a lot. But I was like,
And we went in March, so it was kind of a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
It did not make a difference. These folks still was like,
Hey, man.
they were
they
still
do not-
naked.
They
They like,
ain't gonna care.
The only thing about Florida that kills me is that you can be in the sun one day and in a torrential downpour the next minute.
Yeah, we didn't have really encounter any of that.
Y'all didn't have any rain? Oh wow.
Like a sprinkle when we first like a 2-minute sprinkle, but that was
Right.
it. Nothing than that.
you
It
know,
was
the thing they
beautiful.
always say about Florida, if you don't like the weather, just wait around and it'll change in 5 minutes.
And it did.
Yeah.
And did. But
Yeah.
I did I hit up a couple cigar places and I just enjoyed
You
it.
didn't bring no Cubans back?
Child, you know what I'm thinking for real.
You
You know what I
You could
did
have did
notice
like
though?
Will. You could have hooked up with a Cuban
And had to
roll.
roll
and had him
me.
roll you a Cuban.
You right, I missed
Yeah.
my opportunity.
Yeah.
But I did
You're
feel
supposed to bring
like
some back. You're supposed to bring some back.
But I feel like the cigars were like triple the cost
Yeah.
too. That was the
I-
other
I-
thing. I was like,
I mean, it's just like going to Vegas and LA. Them damn cigars are so much. You better bring your
you
own.
better take your own.
Yeah.
Talking about supporting the house. You're right.
Give
We
me a-
supporting your house, your car, your child support.
Your kids in college.
all that shit. Because I know, me and Darian, my son, we went to L.A. and the only cigar spot we could find was this place, King's downtown, right next to the former. I guess it's something else now, the cryptocurrency arena. And man, them damn cigars are so damn high.
That's like when I went to Mexico earlier this year. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give me a real Cohiba. Real Cohiba was $110.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that was real.
Well, it was real. You could.
What
They had it behind the locked door and all that stuff. And then I looked back there, and I mean, they look real. You right? I couldn't 100%, but I believe they had the real ones. But I wasn't paying no $110 for no damn.
Hey, it's like
cigar.
dude said. He said, "Man, I know 10 sticks that taste that's better
Yeah.
better smoke than that."
Well, what I ended up buying was a Cabo a cigar that was grown in Cabos.
Yeah.
And I just bought the local stick. I think I paid $7 for it. Then I get on the boat, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm finna light up. Sir, we don't allow smoking on our boat. I'm like, what the hell?
You out know.
The ocean. I feel the same way.
See, that's why when you go down, you gotta have your own shit. You gotta have your own boat, own rules, and all that shit.
The smoke on the boat, the dinner cruise we went on, we were able to smoke on that. So it was all nice. you
Yeah,
know?
that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was a bunch of old folks.
So,
on the
but
boat
I
was
think
on.
because that's not my next big trip. I want to go to Cabo. I mean, not Cabo. I want to go to the Keys.
Yeah, it was nice. You're going to enjoy it.
So, what did y'all fly into? Because you got to drive, actually physically drive to the Keys, right?
No. We flew into Charlotte and then Charlotte to Key West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no driving.
No driving.
No.
And then Key West is not that big, right?
No, it's not. It's not. But we rented that little cart thingy. Everybody rents that. That's probably the best way to go.
Oh, okay.
But remember, me and you went to Florida at the time. We did that event.
Yeah, we went to Miami. That was
We
Miami.
went to Miami,
We
but
went to-
they
South
had
Beach, South
key
Beach.
lime pie
Yeah.
for dessert. I remember the
I
dessert.
mean, I think anywhere you go in Florida, they're going to have key lime
Key
pie.
lime pie.
Yeah. But they had the best. I think the first day was.
Oh, did you try the stone crab?
I did, and it was good. It was it was all right.
Truth.
It was good.
But you got to get so many of them to
Yeah,
get full.
to really get full, right?
And
But
then-
the other seafood spot we went to was really. I'm telling you, most of the food that we had was really good.
What was the best thing you ate?
I'm gonna
Put you on the spot.
I know.
And don't say that damn chocolate cake.
The chocolate cake, but food wise, I'm gonna go with the Poppy Steak place
Really?
because something they did to those mashed potatoes. And you wouldn't even think a side would do that, but it was so good. Everything
It
was
orgasmic,
really.
huh?
I don't know. Everything was just
Just
seasoned
chills.
well
Just
too.
Chilled up. Just sent chills.
And I'm all about impeccable service. So
Yeah.
You're going to get 100 points just for that.
I mean, Key West, it's a tourist town, so.
But this was in Miami. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
this
go.
was in Miami. Okay.
Yeah. Key West, I'm going to go with. That's hard because that taco place was so good. I don't know. It was good.
So
everything was
basically,
really,
everything was good.
everything was really good. Like I said, we didn't really have any bad food.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
counts.
today on the Smoke Podcast,
That's what it is. What we are.
we have a delicious question mark tequila called, what is it, Del Dia Tequila from Moneybag Yo.
He got a tequila?
He has a tequila.
He has a tequila.
Wow, everybody got a tequila.
And when we come back, we're gonna take this quick break. We're gonna bring on Chase, who's our guest, and we're gonna talk about this tequila. Actually, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's
but
better than some of the other celebrity.
You gonna
tequilas.
get
Better
it?
than Rick
You
Ross.
gonna give it a pretty good? That's so strong.
Yeah.
Those are
We'll
really
talk
strong
about it.
words.
Let's take a break and we'll talk about it.
All right, Smoke Fan, we'll be right back.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Smoke
Welcome back
Podcast.
to the side. Everybody got their drink freshened up and everything.
Yes. Can we go ahead and talk about the drink, or we do the guest
No, let's
first?
gotta do the guest first. What's
Okay.
up, Chase?
Hey, how we doing?
How you doing, man?
Oh man,
Chase told me a long time ago. He said, "Man, I listen to y'all show all the time." I
How
said,
you find us?
No. He used to work at Enterprise. Well, actually, how I found him, he was good.
No, how you find out about this podcast?
I don't know. How did
Nathan.
Nathan told you about the podcast.
Yeah. And
Nathan
I-
is his cousin, and I needed to rent a car, and he said, "Well, call my cousin Chase," and I called Chase, and we got to talking. And he's like, "Yeah, Nathan told me about your podcast. I listen to it all the time." I was like, "Really?
Really?
Well, you need to be on it." And that was like 2 years ago.
I know.
So
Dang.
he's finally made
You
it.
had to get with his people.
Yeah, I had to
That's
get with
right.
his people, man. I had to call his
Clear
secretary.
it
His
up.
secretary finally got to him.
Not
he
the
had to
secretary
he
of it
had to
all.
clear with management and all that shit. So
We sign an NDA.
yeah,
you know,
he had to
it's-
do all that. You know, it's only certain things he can talk about. You know, everything. That's-
Wow.
But man, he hooked me up though. He hooked me up. Since he don't work at Enterprise anymore, man, he got me a convertible Camaro.
Oh, that's when you came by my house.
Yeah. Chase is the one rented to me. I think I only paid like $200 for like 5 days.
Was
or
that the
something.
white one?
It was great.
That's
it was
right,
great.
yeah.
I
It
need
was
to talk
great.
to Chase cousin. I'm just kidding.
That is Chase. You mean
Oh, I
Nathan
mean Nathan. Who? Oh, you don't do it no more.
yeah,
Nah.
he'll do it. He
Oh,
work-
okay.
Now he
But he knows
he's-
somebody that
He's
knows
totally
somebody.
legit now. He works
not
at
legit.
for Regions Bank.
Oh, yeah.
He did a total 180.
Everything's
my bank.
above the board.
That's my bank there.
I work at I bank at that's my personal bank is Regions.
Sometimes you gotta switch things up.
Got to.
You gotta switch.
Yeah.
You gotta switch stuff up. You know. You got wife and kids and everything. You gotta.
Oh
start-
yeah, you gotta do some different stuff.
Oh yeah, man, running around chasing down repo cars and stuff. It
You
was
do
good.
that a lot.
Oh man, when I was at Enterprise,
Huh.
every day.
What do you mean repo cars?
People don't pay for the rentals. You think they send the Enterprise police? They send us.
He said
Hold
the
up.
enterprise.
Wait a doggone
Who
minute.
you think they said?
Wait a minute. People don't return the cars?
Yeah.
God, what the?
So
trackers
I mean,
on?
come on now. They got the trackers on it. So what? I mean,
Right.
all right,
They do
get-
not Enterprise wants everyone to believe that they do, but that is too expensive. They flip cars too often and sell them once they buy them. Makes no sense for them to get trackers on a business standpoint. But they want to let people think that they do so they don't run off with them. But if you go into an Enterprise and get a one-day rental and then shut your card off and head for Mexico, they really can't do anything. And by the time that system catches up to you, you're gone.
Wow.
Chase, I don't know if you should be telling that story in Memphis.
No, hey, I respect the hustle. I saw a lot of stuff happen at the airport.
Wow. I did not know that. I did not know that. So Enterprise,
It's
you
hard.
can rent a car.
But I'm sure the cars in Texas, I'm sure they probably got the GPSs on those.
Nah, not.
Why do you say Texas?
Why is Texas?
Because Texas, they can get them quickly across the border.
No, still no.
Still no.
That's the thing.
Wow.
It's a gut thing. Like if you're renting to someone, they're like, "Oh man, I can tell they cash app the whole neighborhood just to get enough money for the deposit, just to get the car, just to get on
Not
the
cashed out the
If
whole
you-
neighborhood. Chase, you get out of here.
No, I'm telling you. Like, you'd have folks coming in, like, price quoting exactly how much they need. I'll be right back. They're on their phone. They come right back in. And you just had to do your gut check. And if you really thought someone was going to run off with a car, you put them in a Chevy. Because Chevy's got OnStar.
Right,
And if you need, and if you really needed to catch the car,
So
you
you
do it that way.
profiling the folks with
No,
the cash
no.
apps.
No. Cash App comes in all shapes and sizes. And mostly it's like young kids.
All right,
Wow.
tell me the worst thing you ever had to
That
do.
you experienced.
You experienced at your rental, during your rental.
Because this is fascinating.
Impact, 'cause
Who knew?
this is very fascinating, Chase.
Man, we had to repo a car. We found it and got a tow person to tow it back to the lot. Apparently,
So you wasn't hiding in the bushes or nothing like that.
no. But I've knocked on doors. Yeah.
Oh, have you? Do you carry a gun?
Chase with Enterprise, we're here to get our
need
car.
that car back.
Yeah.
Why would you knock on the door? Don't you have a set of keys?
No. See, there's
So
all
they
these.
get two. They give two.
They
two
give you-
sets.
they
They
give
give
you
you the
two-
sets.
I know. Enterprise wants you to think they got all these security mechanisms in place. They don't.
Yeah, here's
They don't.
2 sets. We'll track it.
We got your credit card on file.
I'm so
But you know what,
tickled.
Chase, to your point, I forget where I was at. They did not take Cash App cards. They didn't take those cards. They didn't take Cash App, and they didn't take preloaded cards. You had to have a.
They didn't take debit either.
Yeah, they didn't-
you had to be
well-
a major credit card.
For a long time, at the airport, it's still only credit card unless you're a traveling flyer. But they just recently updated it to where you can use bank debit cards. But at the airport, man.
No. Wow.
But the trick behind that,
Okay, it's a trick.
if you go to the airport, if you have an out-of-state license and you rent cars a lot, keep that out-of-state license, especially in Florida. Because if you don't have a Tennessee, Mississippi, or Arkansas license and you go to rent a car at the airport, no deposit. They assume you're a traveler. They assume you're not a local. Deposits are only for locals. So if you want to get a good deal and not put down a deposit,
Keep your out of state.
keep your out-of-state. Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Yep.
Boy, I done learned a lot today. I
you know
don't even
what?
rent
You know
cars
what?
like that.
I'm happy that you upgraded and you now work at Regions, but I hate it because man, Chase was giving me some deals. I mean,
I hate it for the stories, man. I came home with stories every night. I don't have stories anymore.
Yeah, you don't have no
I see
stories,
some
man.
crazy stuff, but it's few and
it's
far
not like
between.
it's not like that shit.
It's not
Yeah.
like a car
It's
rental.
not, it's not like
Chase, I feel like you need to go back there part time.
Okay, I go ahead and say it. You working on 2 inches.
Dang, that's almost 2 inches, Kimberly.
I'm not.
See that, Chase?
Oh,
now, I'm going to tell you why you can get it this long. A good cigar, which is what we have today.
we got either cigar.
We got good cigars.
I like the cigar.
Bad cigars, they're not tightly rolled. So
My
they
shipment
they
came
drop
in
off.
today.
Yeah, this is a great.
It's a Romeo and
cigar.
Julietta.
Yes.
what do you think about Cohiba? I recently had a Cohiba.
Which one?
Which one?
It was a darker one. I don't have.
What was the color on the
Was it
label?
rolled in Cuba? Did they tell you it was
Was
rolled
it,
in Cuba?
It wasn't in Cuba. No,
Oh,
I know
okay.
it ain't.
Was it a black?
It was black.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
it's a Cohiba black. That's
Yeah,
Ike's
Cohiba
favorite.
Black. That's my cigar. I like that.
That's his go-to.
Yeah.
Yep.
You hot, Kimberly?
Yes, I'm an old
Damn,
lady.
hot flash is getting to you, huh?
Whatever. It's a fact of life.
It's not that well, it's I got to get to they installing the ceiling fans tomorrow.
No, this
so.
one is internal.
Oh, okay. I can't do shit with that.
You
all
can't do nothing about
all
this
I can
one.
do is pour some ice down your throat.
No thanks.
Put it down your back.
No thanks. That's not gonna help. All the most silly myths.
But yeah, any tips and tricks you ever want to know about Enterprise? It goes not like a rabbit hole. It goes all the way down. There's so many things.
To me, Enterprise was always more expensive than everybody else.
Everybody
Oh
else.
yeah, because they're the McDonald's of rental cars. They've got the North American share of vehicles. Like they buy. Yeah.
The funniest thing I ever heard is I think Enterprise was getting into the electric vehicles, and people were fucking them up.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to put gas in them.
In the electric vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were trying to put gas in, and they say y'all spent more time sending a tow truck to charge the vehicles than anything.
Oh yeah, same with hybrids. Hybrids were the first ones they rolled out, and they still got them out. But the way the charger works, people didn't know how it works. You didn't, or so you're in a quick, rush to explain.
So I
it.
mean, I mean,
mess
I know. I guess we're smart. So no, I'm serious. You go there and you want to rent a electric vehicle. You want to rent whatever, and you go
Like
to
a
these
Tesla?
places. A Tesla. I think I already know that I gotta plug it in.
You would think.
You would think.
You would think.
Yeah.
But from what Chase
It's
is
not until
telling
you
me,
run out. It's not until it's almost dead. Then you realize, oh shoot, what can I do?
Right. Where's the nearest one?
But I mean, I know a lot of people that got electric vehicles. You got to be a total dumbass to let the car run out.
Oh yeah.
Because it's telling you.
It gives you signals to say, motherfucker, you need to pull over and plug me in.
It's that same mentality though when people who ride on E all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like
But most people that ride in E, they know they're E. They know they're
They
E.
know it.
Till they don't. Till they
Yeah,
don't.
until that one time you listen to music and I was like,
You so stupid. Wow.
so
that's
Chase,
crazy.
what are you doing now?
manager at Regions on Riverdale here in Memphis.
Oh, that was my location.
It's
I used to
the
stay out there. That's the one right up there across from the FedEx and all that stuff.
Yeah, Hacks Cross.
Yeah, Hacks
near
Cross.
that area.
Yeah, that was where I first set up my account at that one out there.
So what do you do out there?
Man, loans and deposits.
Loans and deposits.
That's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, it's a low medium income branch, what they call low income branch. So like, it's not private wealth, it's not affluent banking. But I actually like that because honestly, I hate banking. You know, I can't say I have a passion for the job. I didn't go to school to be a banker.
Be a banker.
Yeah, but it's nice helping people manage their money.
So-
Getting people out of overdraft.
You know, and
leaves.
that's to your point. You know, whenever you go into the bank, they always ask you, "Can I help you with anything?" Now, my daughter, she did take y'all up, and y'all helped her manage her money. I guess to the good. I mean, she is able to save money and so on. But the last time I was there, the lady, she was like, "Hey, we got this good deal on CDs, 5%. So if I give y'all $1,000, I'll get back $1,050.
That's good money, man.
More
It's
than you
guaranteed.
get when you
I mean, it's better than the
it's
average
sitting
savings
in the savings account.
But no financial institution does anything out of the goodness of its heart.
Right.
Everything's got an angle, and there's a lot of stuff going on in Memphis. Chase Bank is coming.
Yeah.
And when Chase Bank is coming,
Yeah,
they're
that's
not,
gonna fuck the-
they're not
they-
coming
they-
to compete. They play.
No, they come to
Chiefs.
take over. They
Take-
coming to take over. They
coming to
coming
take-
to take over.
Regions
They-
is-
Who they finna buy?
No, they
No,
subscribe to this.
no.
The philosophy is
They're-
you can't beat them, buy them.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. They're going to be offering rates. They're going to be offering more deals. They're going to be offering all these different things to people that make them jump ship. And that's who people. These banks around here got to now.
Oh, he dropped his. Dang.
That's the wrong
So
one,
cold.
Ike. My fault.
Oh,
Ike just dropped his 2 inches.
2 whole inches.
I'm gonna give you that 2 inches, Ike. You had that
On
2
the
inches, man.
whatever you want to say.
Go, go, go,
The
go.
gon' throw it
Go,
away,
go,
man.
go.
Memories. Okay. Memories.
Memories. Gone to dust.
Right. Ashes to
Ashes
ashes.
to ashes.
Kimberly is hard. She's hard, but she's fair.
Yeah, like, hard but it's
Hard,
fair.
but it's fair. She be. I should have dumped it off anyway, but
So Chase, so y'all offering 5%?
Yeah. 5%.
At how long? How long you got to keep the money?
Chase,
in
you
there?
gonna transfer to Chase?
Nah, honestly, no. They want you to be dealing with like stocks and variable things. Like I'd have to take my Series 7, which takes incredibly difficult math.
Right. One of my dear friends, that's what she had to do.
I'm terrible.
4.25 from your bank.
Mhm.
Will it be worth it to transfer it to you for that 5%?
Depends on the penalty. If you have a grace period,
What if you don't have a grace period at all?
you need to ask them what that penalty is. And as long as it depends on also how long you've had it, because if you've gained a bunch of interest off of it in the time you've had it,
Right.
all that interest will disappear.
Dang,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
stealing from the folk.
Right.
But I tell you what, but I know most banks now, if you go and say, hey, this bank is offering 5%, they will match it now.
On a corporate level, they try to, but again, it's top down. They don't have like me in person. I can't be like, well, let's make it 6. Like, I don't have the authority. It's all out of corporate.
Because
Straight
I
from
mean,
Alabama.
on my corporate account, my business account, I got some money in a CD. It's in a money market account, and I think it's at 4.25. And I think now the percent, because as the interest rate goes up, that rate goes up.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly. They have to compete with higher interest rates. And again, with the CDs, it's all a strategy by regions and other banks to keep their deposit base. You know, you get somebody.
So I'm gonna make a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I know the Feds met today, and they decided that they were not going to raise interest rates.
We are in at PSA. We are in a lowering rate environment.
Yes,
It's happening.
Yes, it's happening.
If you want to buy a house, people are saying, here's the trick. People are saying like, oh, I'm going to wait till rates drop to buy a house. Don't, because house prices are settling. They're not dropping.
Yep.
So if you're trying to wait till 2026 when rates are back at 3%, sure, you'll get that 3% rate, but the cost of that house is going to go.
It's going to go up because the rate's down.
Right, exactly. So
That's what happened. The last 2 years, the rates went down, way down, and next you know, everybody's selling their house for $1,000. What they selling for?
I didn't sell. I just
50,
refinanced.
They selling for $50 to $100,000 more than it's actually worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019, a house was appraised for 180. 2021, it's 250. Now that same house is back down to about 220. But it's always going to keep going up. But interest rates will drop. So if you want to get a house, get it right now and refinance in 3 years.
So let me ask you this, as a bank, I know my really good friend Doug Vanover, who's passed away. He was telling me about the next boom that was going to happen, and it was going to be again with mortgages, because a lot of people bought more house at a lower interest rate, which is what is killing the banks now. Because when interest rate goes up and they got all these houses at 3% and all that stuff, it's killing them now.
Yeah.
And so
What's worse is when the prices are settling now. Like in Nashville, they've had to change a lot of loan goals and stuff internally for banks because LTV, loan to value, the appraisal, the houses, they're starting to settle down. So if I signed up for a HELOC and at the time my house was appraised at $250, well, now that it's settling down and my house is appraised $2, that's $50,000 of equity that the bank has to eat.
Yeah, they
because
has to eat.
we gave you this rate, we gave you this promotion, we gave you this equity based on that current valuation.
Wow.
Now the valuation's down, so your collateral isn't worth as much, but your HELOC, your HELoan, none of that's affected. So the bank just has to eat it. Yeah.
Plus, the city don't want you to. They want to keep it at that high rate so they can charge you
more
taxes on that.
More taxes,
That's why you go outside every night and you fire your gun and you keep property rates low.
Not fire your gun. Chase,
Smoke fam, please do not do that.
Do not do that. Because
Do not
bullets
do
go
that.
up,
Everybody going to
come
jail.
back
They gotta come down. They gotta come
Chase
down.
gonna have everybody in jail.
Full disclosure, I heard that somewhere. I don't know the gun.
That's what's up.
Not keeping it.
Nah, it was funny.
Don't cut your grass. That's all you gotta do. Don't cut your grass.
Hey, put your cars on block.
Wait for those city letters to come in.
I get them letters, Mr. Singleton. You need to cut your grass.
The whom it may concern.
Yes.
Oh no. Isaac and Angela Singleton, y'all need to cut your grass.
Oh, wow.
Y'all shit looking bad.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically what it's saying.
That's what it's saying.
Man, that's cool.
And the snitchery that can happen.
So Chase, how long you been smoking cigars, man?
Not consistently at all in my life. I was a cigarette smoker for about 10, 12 years.
That's consistent.
I switched to vaping to stop smoking cigarettes. But I used to go to Tobacco Corner as a kid. My first tobacco was pipe tobacco and cigars.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Do you remember the first stick you bought?
man, I remember it. It was a $2 cigar.
Oh
It
wow.
was $2. And
Was it a cigar though?
It was, and I puffed it
You
outside.
better not say no black and mild.
Nah, it was a real one, but it was
King
flaky,
Edwards.
dry.
Not the King
No,
Edwards.
you bought one out of the. You bought one out of. You bought
At
it
the
out
grocery
of
store.
Out of Tobacco Corner.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you remember when you thought you was doing something? You go to the corner store and they have like cohibas in the back, and you might pay $6 for it. And you
Yep.
really thought you was doing something.
Really thought you was doing something.
Yeah.
No, when
We
you go to
did.
these cigar places now, especially if you go to like a corner store, always gonna be a guy. Hey, I got something in the back.
Yeah.
I got something in the back for you.
Oh, that's
like you
marketing
real.
101.
You like you real, man. I got the good
Yeah,
stuff
I
in the
got the
back.
good stuff in the back. I'm like,
You look
nah,
like
I'm
you
good,
real.
bro. I'm good.
But that's
good,
just like
bro.
when we went to the cigar bar in Miami. The guy automatically assumed that we wanted to smoke sweet cigars.
Oh, he didn't offer you a Tatiana,
Yes,
did he?
he did. And I said, who? I said, don't talk to us
Hey,
no more.
What did you say?
No
you,
thanks.
You say you see this case right here?
I didn't even say that. It's just insulting for somebody to presume that that's what you want to smoke. You should just say, what's your flavor profile? What do you normally smoke? Don't say, oh, our infused cigars are over there. Okay, well, tell somebody else that today.
Right.
I ain't mad at it, but
Yeah.
stop
Nah,
doing
but
that.
it's profiling.
Yeah,
That's
stop
profiling.
doing
It's
that.
profiling.
Stop doing
well,
that.
I mean, but I guess he was assuming that y'all were women, and since y'all and
Right,
women,
but then he started getting then he started giving us mad respect when we once we chose what we wanted
Chase,
to
you
smoke.
you're gonna pour your own, man.
Oh, of course.
You out. We believe
your own
in
now.
sharing. Sharing is
Yeah.
caring around here.
Yeah, you pour your own.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I tell you what, so what we drinking?
Man, we drinking some Money Bag Yo De La
Del Dia.
Del Dia.
Del Dia.
Tequila.
It's a
Russell, yeah.
Reposado.
reposado, but I never seen a clear reposado before.
It's not clear. It got a hint.
it's got some
It got a
gold.
hint. It got some
That's-
gold.
that means you know what that mean, right? It,
I'm
It
gonna
wasn't
tell you about
aged.
it. I'm gonna tell you about
it
I'm
wasn't
gonna tell you
aged
about
long.
it.
That's
So
all. It
first
wasn't
off-
aged long. Not that it's bad. It just wasn't
Yeah,
aged long.
first off, big shout out to our guy, R&R Wines
Hey.
and Spirits, located at 3481 Austin P Highway, Memphis,
if you have
Tennessee.
not been by there to check him out,
Yeah, go check out Rick. Tell him that you heard about this on the smoke, and you just want the smoke discount.
Yes,
Not
and
the
you know
smoke
what?
discount.
And Rick wants to expand your expectations and experiences and have you experience the possibilities.
Well, I'm gonna give Rick credit. That I'm not a big gin drinker,
Right.
But that gin,
That gin was good,
That
man.
gin was good.
I've been drinking on that for a while,
That
man.
was
I'm
good.
glad
I actually
y'all
tried to
consider
get some more, and they didn't have that one. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna wait
no thanks.
because I'm not a big gin lover. But the one that I liked was that the botanical that had this, the different strawberries and whatever in it,
Yeah.
the different flavors in it. It was actually good. And this tequila is not bad at all.
It's I will say this. It's one of the better celebrity
It's because it doesn't have a bite.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
It doesn't
bite.
have a
Yeah.
bite.
I
It
don't
doesn't
feel
have
the
a
need
bite.
to mix it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can drink this neat. And for those that are not true tequila drinkers, tequila is made to sip, not to shoot. And you can shoot it, no problem with it. If you just hanging out with your people and everything, let's do a shot. That's fine. But if you really want to taste the flavors of cigar of tequila, just sip it. All right, what tell us about it, Ike?
So the one thing that just jumps out is that this tequila does not age at all. It's only 3 to 9 months.
Okay,
so
that
it's only
explains the
set.
color.
That's why it's not as
It's not as dark as a lot
dark
of
as
other
some.
ones.
Yeah, because he was trying to get it to the market right quick.
Cause he just came out with this, man.
Yeah, he just came out.
But he
with
put a
this.
lot on the bottle. The bottle was cool.
Yeah, the bottle is quite unique, and just on the strength of since my wife sells bottles, I would probably buy that just
Yeah, like
just
like most things, aesthetics.
Hey,
are
you know what
important.
you can do? Like your grandparents used to do? Load it up with peppers and put the vinegar, and you got your vinegar.
You so stupid.
I'm serious.
That
Man, my
is. That's
grandfather
one of them
had
bottles.
that's one of
them.
those bottles. You put you make your vinegar pepper sauce. I forgot
Yo,
what you call it.
infused vinegar.
Y'all look at that. I can't
That's
lie.
a cool
That's a cool
bottle.
bottle.
ass bottle.
Cool bottle right there. That's cool.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He spent more time on the bottle than the. Okay, never mind.
So it
Never mind.
just so happened I went by Buster's liquor store today, and they had this in there, and they had a bottle that was $199 a bottle.
what?
It was extra añejo. and it was in a red bottle. I mean, it was in a red bottle that looked like
That must
this.
just be a collector's item. Then.
I ain't spending 100.
But no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Tequila is actually really good to me.
To
It's
you. Make sure you keep
I
saying
said
that.
to me, and it's one of the better tequilas, celebrity endorsed tequilas I've had.
It's kind of got a sweet taste when you initially drink it. And
What
again,
you think, Chase?
No, it's smooth.
Hey,
Honestly, I usually don't drink tequila without making a margarita. So this is
Chase is my guy.
this is the first tequila I've had.
Chase,
since
let
I
me
can
tell you about the
remember.
margarita I like
What's that?
with the tequila and what is the tea? What is that?
Don't ask us. This your
you
drink.
said you like.
Oh man, I can't. Let me come back.
Well,
to
I
me.
tell you what, boy. It's
Tahini.
bad, it's bad when a motherfucker just like, I'm gonna tell you what I like. Oh shit, I forgot.
What is it?
Boy,
Are you
them
talking about
seasons
the
showing up.
tahine? You know when they rim the
It's a-
glass?
yeah. Well, they do the what is it?
Tahine.
Tahini.
Yeah.
Have you had it on watermelon yet?
Oh yeah, that's
had
cool.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's better on mangoes.
It is. Chili
It is
powder.
better,
and
but I don't
tahini.
like mangoes
Oh, I
like
love
that.
mangoes. Mangoes and pineapples is really
Ooh,
good on
child.
that.
To your point, I did the pineapples and that stuff yesterday. It was good.
It was delicious.
It was
It's
good.
delicious.
Of course, I had soaked them previously in some
And some vodka.
Yes,
course you
of course.
did.
You got to do
course
that,
you
man.
did.
I mean, of course.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a
come
part
on.
of it. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Who would
all
we be
good.
if we didn't do it?
absolutely.
Who would you bougie people
Now,
be if
Angie
you
said,
didn't do it?
them pineapples ain't gonna be good. They're gonna be bitter.
She ate the hell out of them, did she?
Oh, I ate. I had one. I was like, damn, this still sweet. This still good.
Yeah. They're good long as you don't keep them more than like 4 or 5 days. After that 5th day, you eat 1 or 2 of them, you drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's why Isaac ain't worried about it.
Not at all.
He ain't worried. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Yep. So the cigar that we paired it with today is
Look
a,
at
Romeo
Isaac.
and Juliet cigar. Julietta. Let me see. What does our friends at Google have to
It
say
gets
about
better
that?
in the middle.
It really does get better. It
does.
Yeah.
It does.
And Smoke Fam, y'all see, Kimberly is halfway through her cigar.
Right.
And that is big.
Right.
That is big.
Because
So-
if I didn't like it, it'd be looking like Chase's right now.
Oh, Chase,
I just got here.
That's what I mean. If I didn't like it, it'd be looking like Chase's right
So,
now.
According to Google, it says that the Romeo and Julietta cigar is a slightly oily Indonesian wrapper with a Dominican binder and a long filler that's pleasant tasting cigar. It's got a good balance, which it does. It's not overwhelming yet satisfying. Toast a foot, and you'll find a medium profile of cedar and earth with an easygoing draw and a nice slow burn.
I agree with
And
that.
I had almost 2 inches.
You had
until I
almost 2 inches.
bumped it.
You know, and the funny thing, man, is they're spot on with the description of this
They
cigar.
did a pretty good job.
And they didn't do like the rest of them, what they like trying to do a porn, the porn
Description.
writers description. Have
It
you
is
ever heard
full
it?
of
It's
body.
full body. You get notes of vanilla.
Hints of
It's gonna make you think you luscious. It's like biting into a berry.
So they basically taking the words from the porn videos and swapping it out for cigar talk.
They're taking the editorials out of Playboy.
Taking the editorials out of
Copy
it,
and
man.
paste.
That's pretty smart though. Why reinvent the wheel?
Hey, hey,
marketing.
Hey, how
marketing.
do we make this sound better than it
Just-
actually is?
Go pull up a Playboy book.
Yeah, exactly. Let's use some of these terminologies
This is
here.
Victoria. This is a human.
So needless to say, the Romeo and Julieta, along with the tequila, is an excellent pairing.
Excellent pairing.
Yes, and again, this tequila, you do not have to mix this with anything. You can just drink it neat and straight.
That's
And
their
sip.
opinion.
Sip. Yeah, because Kimberly got that Canada Dry ginger ale over there.
Right. I tasted the tequila.
Yeah,
That's okay.
it was okay.
No, I said that's okay.
But you know what? I will say this. I will say tequila and gin is one of those things that
That's funny.
It's what you have to like tequila and gin.
I love tequila.
Same with Scotch.
It's same with Scott.
Now I agree with you about scotch. That's a whole nother. I'm like, this just tastes like burnt something to me.
That's because it's
and
peated. It's peated. Have
It's-
you
yeah.
ever had Monkey Shoulder? Monkey Shoulder is an
Yeah, I've had
unpeated
that.
Scotch. Real Scotch drinkers, they don't like to even consider it Scotch because it's not peated, but it's like the
Well,
nice.
now, what does peated mean?
Smoked in a barrel?
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's like what makes like Glen LeVay and other kinds of Scotch. That's how I used to be restaurant dude, so that's how I'd sell my drinks. But yeah, with unpeated Scotch. It's basically like a really warm, husky bourbon.
Yep.
You know,
And we messed up because today is National Bourbon Day.
Woohoo.
Today
But we'll
is,
take care of it after the show.
But you know what? But I will say this: this is Juneteenth, and we're doing all of June we're gonna be featuring African American made liquors,
Yes. I'm here for
even
it.
if they just got their name attached to it.
That's what this one got.
I think Moneybag just put his name to it, but I think he did a good job because I'm sure he had some input on the design and some of the flavoring and everything.
and he probably had other options.
Yeah,
you know? So-
exactly.
Well, we told a story when we tried a tequila a few months ago that basically all of the tequilas are pretty much made from the same place. They just
add a
add a little
things.
something to it to make it Moneybag Yo or to make it Kevin Hart or to make it
Which
Rick Ross.
no disrespect to Kevin. He should have been in a little lab a little bit longer
Yeah.
on his tequila.
Yeah, because surprisingly, this is
It's a lot better.
It's a lot better.
Smooth going down, and you don't get that
That-
after bite that you usually get with tequila on the back end.
It
So
almost
this is-
to me it almost drinks like a bourbon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It really, that's
It
what's
does.
It
most
drinks more
surprising.
like a bourbon to me,
does.
and it has that tequila. You can like, oh, this is tequila on the back end.
Right.
But when
Yeah.
soon as you take that first sip of it,
I
it
can make
it
an old fashioned with that.
I really think
you could.
think Isaac can make a good old fashioned with that
Old-fashioned
tequila
Yeah.
I think
because
that'd be good.
it drinks more like a bourbon until it gets to the back of your throat.
Yeah, in some ways it's smoother than Patron for a reposado. Like
Yeah.
it's really.
And I'm not a
nice.
big Patron
Yeah, I
person.
don't like
Me
Patron.
either.
I'm not a Patron person at all. I
Me
mean,
either.
Patron is living on their marketing,
Yeah.
and every rapper has put it in some rap song.
So Diddy's got one. Who else? Diddy.
The Rock got one.
Rock's got one. Yeah,
Which is not
everybody's
pretty.
got one.
The Rock's is pretty good,
Yeah.
and then you got George Clooney got his. Of course, Kevin Hart has one. Rick Ross now has one, and you
Doesn't
know,
Charles Woodson have? No, he's got a whiskey.
he got. I thought he had wine. He got
He's
whiskey
got a wine
too.
too. He's got a whiskey as well.
Now, what's killing me is your favorite people, Stella Rosa's, come out with a bourbon.
Yeah, they had. You know what? So Buster's got broken into a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
And when you go
Everybody.
to check out, they got a whole bunch of bottles sitting on the counter. And I just saw the Stella Rosa, and I turned around and said, "What is this?" He said, "Oh man, this is good." He says, "We sell a lot of it." I said, "To who?"
Oh, the Stella Rosa bourbon.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Stella
Have you
Rosa
tried?
doing
Did
a
you try
bourbon?
it? Yeah, they doing a bourbon.
No, if
That's
they
weird.
had the small shot, I would have bought one just to try.
Just
it.
try
it.
But I'm hesitant about spending that much money.
How much was it?
It was probably about $50 a bottle.
All right, we have to get
for
Rick
a
to we have to get Rick to bring one to us and check it out because
Yeah, we ain't spending those coinage like
I'm a little skeptical.
Has
I would
anyone
be too.
has anyone here ever tried Heaven's Door? It's Bob,
yeah.
Bob Dylan's. I've been dying to try it. He's got 3 different kinds. I've not had a
I
chance to
think
yet.
we got that pack back there is a Heaven's Door sampler pack.
Yeah. With
I
the-
think I'll let you try it. Yeah, it's a
love
Heaven's
to try
Door.
some.
Yeah,
They gonna let you try it. Now they gonna whatever's over there. They gonna let you try.
that's my favorite artist, and I've been hitting at it for a long time to get it for me for a present. No one's gotten it for me.
All right, y'all,
It's
we
coming.
gonna
It's coming. It's coming Sunday.
we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come
gonna
back
get a
more
smoke
with
to somebody?
We ain't get a smoke to anybody in a while, have we?
Oh, we can get a smoke.
Well,
to some
I knew who I want to get a smoke to.
Who?
I want to give it to the school board.
All right, we're gonna come
Oh,
back.
Lord.
I got something against the school board. Well, I don't blame you though.
I got something I want. Somebody I want to give smoke to too.
All right, Smoke fam. When we come back, we'll be stay tuned. We'll be right back because we got to see who Ike and Kimberly want to get a smoke to. I ain't getting it to nobody.
We just need you to co-sign ours.
I'm gonna co-sign y'all's. All right,
gonna
Smoke fam. We'll
co-sign
be
all
right
of
back.
them.
I know. I'm sure I am.
All right, y'all. We are back. You know, he actually went and got the damn Heaven's Door.
Hey, put it up, cause I'm gonna tell you
Turn
the
it
story.
towards the camera.
Towards the camera. Pick it up. No. Your camera's right here, Chase.
You gotta pick it up so they
You
can
gotta pick
see
it up so you can see it. All right. So what
Not
happened?
him Vanna Whiting it.
Rick from R&R, he called me. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna give you some of this Heaven's Door. I got a 3-pack. Somebody ordered a bunch of it and didn't come get all of it, and so he said, here's I had 2 of them. I went through the first one real quick.
I bet you did.
So.
You look like it.
And so Chase like,
Why is
I want to
Chase
try.
still
Why he still Vanna Whitening?
I don't know.
So I said, Chase, you want to try it? Try it. I said, because he's a big Bob Dylan fan, and I didn't know Bob Dylan made Heaven's Door. Did he do the song knocking on Heaven's Door?
Sure did.
Yep.
Sure did.
All right, go ahead and try it, man.
Hold
Tell
on,
me
which one you gonna open? Because I wanna do the one that he's got one that
The rye
got,
is really good.
notes of vanilla and brown sugar notes, and that's in just a bourbon.
I was about to say that sounds like a bourbon.
Yeah, that's just a bourbon.
Which one you gonna try, Chase? You can try all of them. That's on you.
He gonna taste test them.
You gonna taste test
I'm
them?
gonna taste it. If that's all right.
You go
We
ahead,
do
man.
not care.
We do not care.
I'm gonna try with the big boy.
Why you getting yourself together? Isaac, who you giving the smoke to?
So here's the problem.
Here we go.
The school board has been trying to hire a superintendent since when did that guy leave?
Last year,
Last year.
He didn't leave.
2 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, that he was asked to leave.
Yeah.
He left on his own, and because he got his money, so he left on his own, and
Which is
they
what
had a
most
very
of them
contentious board meeting yesterday, and a good friend of the Smoke podcast,
Shalia.
Harris, decided that she was through with all this foolishness.
Okay, come on, Shalia.
Her exact words was that this. What did she say?
Did she call him ignorant or something?
Yeah.
Something. I can't remember.
Yeah, she didn't have anything nice to say.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, because she was,
Frustrated.
again, if it's really about the kids, if you're really concerned about the children and trying to, get somebody in there, then why do you need 12 criterias to judge a person on? And then why do they keep changing? This is what we got to have and this is what we need. Don't lower the standards for this person.
Oh, they lowered the standards for the person that's the interim.
No.
I like the interim. I like the
I know
interim.
her.
Yeah,
Tony.
she's a really nice lady. I've met her a couple of times. She's real cool. I thought
She
she'd make
comes
a.
from an accounting background, though. That's kind of weird.
She comes from a what?
An accounting background.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you care for the kids.
Okay.
And that was Shalia's point, is that, we've been meeting about this and we have gotten no further. And I'm like her. I hate going to meetings that nothing gets accomplished. Like,
Right.
You remember when I was at the station, we would have a meeting just to schedule the next meeting.
Oh, yeah.
That's stupid.
We can
That's
talk
some of
about
the
what we're
dumb
going to
shit.
talk
If you
about.
do
in the
that,
next
I ain't coming to the next one.
I think Chase has left the building.
Chase, how is it, man? Which one did you try?
The bourbon.
The straight bourbon.
The straight bourbon. It's
Come
the
on,
best.
Chase. Chase
You
my
like it?
guy.
Tell
It is
what
the
do you like
best.
about it, Chase?
It just goes down so easy, but it's not watered down at all. Usually a lot of stuff that goes down easy, it's because it doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
I'm just getting hit with vanilla, all these other flavors going on, but oh man,
It's left him
Hey,
speechless.
this is a smoke first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never had where a guest like, oh, you got some Heaven's Door over there. Can I try it?
Right. Let him try
We
it.
got some.
And he giving us feedback.
Man, I'm
You
telling
like
you, I gotta try the other two, but I'm
He
telling
said,
you,
I
man,
gotta try. He said, wait. Chase said, I got to try the
I gotta
other
try the
two.
other two, but if this was it,
And that's just a straight bourbon,
my
right?
final drink. This would probably be it.
I
Instead
think
of your
that's
final meal.
I think that's your final drinks.
Yeah.
With an S on the end of it.
That's what they should do for inmates, man. I'm telling you.
Instead of giving them food.
Yeah.
What did you tell your wife you were going?
Right.
I said I was going
She
to do a
dropped them off.
podcast.
She dropped them off.
Oh, yeah,
no,
man. Yeah, we're a one-car family, so when I go to work, it's like getting dropped off for school every day. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
It's a rough economy.
It's rough out here in the street.
And that's coming from a branch manager at a bank. So come on.
Exactly.
I'm
So
here
which
for
one
it.
you gonna try next? You got the double barrel
Next,
whiskey.
Next one up.
I'm glad your wife coming to pick you up.
So, Kimberly, who you want to get a smoke to?
The airlines. First of all,
Double barrel. Double barrel.
The airlines.
The
go ahead.
airlines.
What do you get stuck at?
In Miami. But the thing is, I just feel, I first of all, I've always said this now, lately here since pre-COVID, COVID, whatever. I just feel like the airline, it's a racket, of course, I know
is.
that.
Yeah.
But to have me on a 9-hour layover, for what? For what? And then you had the audacity to put me on another 2-hour wait.
And then they gaslight you and make
Right.
it seem like it's your fault.
And like it's my fault.
Wow.
So here's what we've been doing here lately. If we can catch a direct flight,
Right.
And I'm at the point I don't give a fuck what airline it is.
Right.
Allegiant, and I don't care what it is. As
I'm
long as I
about
can
to get on
there.
the Spirit.
As long as I can get there. As long as I can get there, I'm straight.
Because and here's the other thing: the greed of the airline to sit 2 plus size people next to each other. You know they didn't know that. I'm just saying. You know somebody gonna be out and uncomfortable. You talking about a 2-hour flight? No.
Double
I'm over it. I'm
All
over
right,
it.
so Chase, which one you? I'm sorry, Kimberly. You.
I'm over it.
You over the airlines?
I'm over the airlines, and I don't care how patient and how kind I am. Is always some rude airline person.
Let me tell you,
Kimberly.
let me tell you, big finesse on airlines. I did this when I was studying abroad.
How many jobs you didn't have?
No, it wasn't a job. Wasn't a job. I was a student. I studied abroad in Germany, and I was coming home. I had to take a lot of connecting flights.
And this is before COVID, right?
Yeah, well before.
Yeah.
This was like 2016.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So I got on Virgin Airlines to get back to New York, from UK to New York, and I waited for everybody. I was just so fed up with like the international flights and all the bullshit I'd been going through.
Right,
so
right.
I waited for everybody to sit down. I don't know what made me think this was an idea, but it was. And I hung out in the bathroom. And I waited for everybody to take their seat. And as soon as everyone took their seat, I went to first class.
Oh wow.
I went to first class because I made sure. Because obviously, if you're sitting some down in someone else's seat, they're gonna ask you to move. They're gonna ask for your ticket.
you can't do that shit now.
I went in there. I'm telling you, man, Richard
Chase,
Branson.
that might only work for you though.
Yeah,
This is true. This is coming from a place of privilege.
Yeah, I was
full
gonna say.
disclosure.
I was
Full
gonna say
disclosure.
you use your white privilege on that one.
Yeah, Chase, you gonna get something. Chase, you about to get everybody put off the airline. But anyway, yeah, I'm not here for the
It was
airlines.
utilized.
Because you know what? The last when I was flying back from Chicago, this guy was in the wrong seat. He was in a seat with a little more extra leg room. They came with the security. The person came with a cell phone. They said, "What's your name? What is your actual seat?" "Oh, I'm supposed to be sitting over there. We need you to get in that seat." They was moving folks out of their seats.
Because they say
because they charge
for that.
all that stuff.
He's
is
like, if
extra.
you want this,
But here's
you pay extra
the
$40.
part I didn't understand. So we got a notification to ask us about if our time was flexible. It really was, but we were not
Yeah,
really.
you just want to go home.
Yeah, we want to go home at this point. I get it. How are you trying to be wanting me to be flexible? You got open seats on the plane, but because you charge for those open seats, you want me to change my flight time? I think not, airline. No thanks.
You know, my guy, Damon Wayans, he had an incident with United, and he put him on blast.
Oh, that's
He said-
Marlon.
Marlon Wayans, yeah,
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans. He put him on blast. He said, United, this is how y'all gonna treat me in first class? That I guess he had one bag too many.
Yep.
That was the first problem. He took all the stuff out of the first bag and combined them into one. And then they told him, we're going to have to check that. He's like, no, wait a minute. What are you talking about? So he ended up catching another flight on American. He went to the American concierge, which that now, if you flying on American and you ever have any trouble, just ask for the red coat. The guy walking around, or the lady walking around in the red coat. I guarantee you they will try to make it right. Now, I'm not saying that we
ain't gonna wait for everybody, but he's Marlon.
Right, they ain't gonna do that.
I'm trying to figure out how come you just knew private, but that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm
I
same
ain't-
way.
I don't
But
know.
sometimes first class is the only way to go.
It's
It's-
And he was
yeah.
trying to fly from Kansas City to Los Angeles or Vegas or someplace.
Yeah.
He was trying to, he was just trying to get, again.
Get where you needed to go.
Yeah.
And and here's the thing that I don't.
but you shouldn't
get.
have to do that.
Okay, coming out of Memphis, no problem. Go through you check your bag or whatever. I only had one bag, and they ask you this up front. I know they're doing it to make see if they how much money they finna make that day. I get it. So if I say I only have one bag, and in Memphis it was fine. I was over 5 pounds, and the lady was like, "Psh, okay, whatever."
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I done
No, I'm
seen
not
folks,
through.
I done
I'm
seen
not
folks with
finished.
51 pounds, and they make them, they like,
No,
you
Memphis
can pay
did not. Thank you,
$100.
Memphis.
Yeah,
All right, what happened, Kimberly? What happened,
Get
Kimberly?
to come back through Miami. You gotta take 5 pounds out your bag. I said, when I came here, I came with the same clothes. Ain't nothing changed. I ain't have to take nothing out.
Well, that's just them.
You airport people.
But I tell you what, man, I was going to Vegas one time, and this lady, she had a suitcase full of Gatorade.
What? Why?
I was looking at it because when I'm somewhere, my wife get mad at me all the time. I say, Man, it was a lot of Gatorade.
Oh, you one of them people who talking?
I was like, that's a lot of Gatorade. What the hell? You can't find none in Vegas?
Maybe not. I don't know.
But she had, her
You
suitcase.
remember that time
we
went to me and Fabian. We had a shoot one time down in the Bahamas, and for whatever reason, of course, the Bahamas doesn't have stuff like soap and.
Sanitary. They don't have any of that stuff. It costs so much. It costs so much.
So what they were doing is they would bring the children, like the whole family would fly. They had bags and boxes of stuff.
Oh wow!
That they had bought here in Miami,
Sam's.
and they was flying over to they were flying, trying to take it back to and back then because this was what in the 90s.
It was early 2000s.
Early 2000s, and the kids could carry their big boxes and 50-pound boxes and. I was like, man. I mean, and they had all that stuff.
They had all
packed
kinds of shit, man. That was something. That's like, so does it cost less to just come here and buy all this shit? She's like, yeah,
probably so. Yeah,
they was buying this shit in bulk, boy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man.
Especially
and they
when
wasn't taking it to sell it. They were stocking up for the
house.
for the summer.
So Chase, what do you think of the second one? What's the next one you got?
It's
Yeah, I'm glad your wife coming to get you.
Right.
I'm gonna be Ubering. we ain't spending that gas money.
She said.
So that's the next one is a double
That's
barrel.
the double barrel.
All right, what?
Double barrel? It's all right. I'll take Maker's 57 over it, but it's good. It's clean.
Yeah.
Nothing to write.
And what's
home
left? The rye?
Nothing to write home about.
The
But-
rye was my favorite. The
Effed
rye-
up when
yeah,
he
he's
leave
gonna-
here. She gonna tell him he can't never come back down here.
Chase, let me see that first one you tried. I want to try that one.
This one.
The first one was good.
I'm telling you.
The first one in the rye is good.
This is a death row drink. I'm telling you. This is like
Not a death row.
this is my final drink.
Chase, you got it already figured out.
already.
Oh man. So Kimberly, you just the airline just on your shit list right now.
I mean, I feel like they really don't want us to travel.
No, it's not that they
Why
here,
they trying to make
here's
that
the
so?
thing. Here's the
but
thing.
do you remember back in the day how traveling was? And here's to the Memphis people, whoever need to do that. We need our own hub back. Because not being able to get a direct flight out of here like we used to, you calling yourself an international airport.
Do you know whose fault that is?
Whose fault that is?
FedEx.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
FedEx. We lost our international status from FedEx because they
gotta have all that. They gotta have all.
But the airspace that FedEx copped at the time was when planes were not flying, like in the morning, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's flying.
But now they flying all the time. I had a shoot out there, and I was sitting out there, long lens, waiting on a regular carrier to come in. I watched 20 FedEx planes.
Well, let us get on them.
Left to right.
Let us get on them then for the direct flights, because this is ridiculous. I was like, for this to be like that, and we can't get to Miami, which is like a 2-hour and something flight, we should be able to fly directly there.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this movie, The Players Club? With Bernie Mac?
Welcome to the tripping game.
Welcome to the tripping game. That's all. That's what it is. Hey,
I just
You know,
hate
when
that
you come up
because
and you
when we had
complaining-
Northwest,
Hey,
we
Kimberly,
could
you
do
ain't
it.
nothing.
I know I ain't
R.I.P.
nobody.
Bernie.
you don't get nothing. You don't deserve nothing.
I'm just saying, when we had our own hub, you could get out of here. Now you can't get out of here. You got to go everywhere else, and I'm not going
That's
to
why.
Atlanta.
That's why early in the morning, and that's why I tell people early in the morning.
did the early in the morning.
The flights. So many people standing in line at 5 o'clock in the morning
Yes.
because they're trying to
Get
catch
out of
that
here.
first. Get out of Memphis to go to wherever they try to go to.
That,
So
every the people that work at the airport authority, I hate to say this, but that's called the cattle call. They all go out there and like, oh, see who's flying.
But flying at 5, which is what we had to do.
So what about over in Australia where they're asking people to weigh themselves? They want the passengers
person-
to step
really?
on the scale
And say what?
because they're trying to calculate an exact number.
They gotta balance the
Yeah,
plane.
they're trying to balance
Oh.
the plane, so they're trying to calculate the exact number. See, they're doing an estimate. They I think the weight is like 170 pounds.
That's a lie.
Yeah, but that's what they do. They do 100.
That is not even the average weight of the person in the United States of America.
and that's why they weighing your ass.
Stupid. That's stupid.
All right, Chase, which one you got now? The rye.
This is the straight rye whiskey.
All right.
He going for
This
it.
is this straight bourbon whiskey is pretty good. It is.
He
It's
going
really
for
good.
it. Go ahead, Chase, man. I ain't
All right,
mad
Chase.
at you.
Let me tell you, we gotta see your face on there. Like old girl said, let me see you when you taste it.
He going. You can tell.
No, that's how Angie does me. She'll be like, If it's so good, why are you making that face?
Is it?
Say that's my old face.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to enjoy it, trying to figure out what. Oh, we should have took a picture of that.
Chase
boy.
All right,
messed
Chase,
up.
what do you think, man?
Chase got a whole different look. He is turning red.
So did it take over?
It's better than the bourbon.
Okay.
Better than the bourbon.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Really?
That rye is good.
That
Pass
rye
it,
is so
pass it
good.
over. Let me try.
Pass the
Let me
Dutchess.
tell you, man, this had 2 pieces of plastic on it. These other 2, they only had 1 piece.
Oh, let me see what you're working with.
That rye is good. The rye is good.
Let me tell
that's
you.
that's just like on the what's the one whiskey the Black Family.
Uncle
Uncle
Nearest.
Nearest. Their rye is better than anything that they.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring them 2 bottles that we got signed by the lady.
Yeah, we can put them right here.
We can put them up here. Bring them up
And
here.
I promise I ain't gonna smoke them.
I'll tell you, man, that tastes like a forest. It just, it's piney.
It's piney.
It's
yeah.
Well,
piney.
it's rye. It's
rye.
not wheat like the other one. So
How you like that one, Isaac?
You know, and when I think rye, I think Bullet Rye, because that's my favorite rye whiskey. That beats the shit out of Bullet Rye.
that's good.
This stuff
Yeah.
That rye is good.
they talking about. Why y'all all looking down here? Y'all so stupid. It's the ghetto.
Let's go. Come on. Here we go, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nah, but you know, with the airports, like everything else, it's not just the airports,
Oh,
it's
that's
every other
good.
privately owned company.
Yeah.
Huh?
I say it's not just airports. That's a symptom. That's a tiny little symptom of all private companies. They monetize suffering. When COVID
yep.
happened, you know how many billionaires were created?
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
lot.
it's like,
It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
You like the
I
rye?
just,
What you
it's
think
just
about it?
terrible.
You like it?
It's just terrible traveling like that, though. It's actually very good.
It's
I
good.
know.
The rye is
Yeah, it's
good.
The rye is
good.
really good. I'm gonna have to. Hold on, let me finish this.
That's really good. Let me take a picture of that one.
Now, what's y'all's opinion on this?
What's that?
Anything that is a necessity for somebody's life should be nationalized because, by definition, it's a necessity. What do we think about that?
So let me ask you this: are you talking about marijuana?
I'm talking about
Anything?
flight. I'm talking about education. I'm talking about healthcare. I'm talking about
should be free.
every little thing.
It should be like water.
We shouldn't have a private company.
I don't know where you get the alcohol for free though. if you find out, just tell me and I'll go pick it up.
That's a private enterprise.
That's actually good. That's actually pretty good.
This rye is
All
good.
right, give me a little.
We live in a forest city, and I feel like I'm drinking a forest when I drink that. It's
That's good.
amazing.
It's good. It's good. I like it.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, Smoke Fam. If Kimberly says it's good,
It's great.
It's no, if she says it's good, it's great.
It's great.
It's great to
Yeah.
anybody else.
I hate
Chase,
this show.
you don't have to stop, man.
Keep-
You can get some more.
Oh, no, I'm just pacing myself.
At this
It's
point,
not my first rodeo.
you pacing yourself?
Yeah, this rye is good.
I've had 3 shots,
This
4
rye
shots.
is good. This
You
rye is
had
good.
like 5, 6, 7 shots.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And then you
Who,
mix.
who
You
keeping
mix.
count? Who's keeping count?
No.
though?
PSA, that's a myth. Whole thing about mixing liquors, mixing whiskeys, mixing tequila, dark, light,
As long as
all
you drink
that.
some water in between.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Drink some water.
But look how much look at how much darker, of course, the rye whiskey is.
I
Compared
mean,
to
it's been
tequila.
aged a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
it's aged longer.
for
sure.
But you know, it's no disrespect to tequila. The tequila is good to me. I actually like it.
He keep hitting himself on the chest.
I actually like it. No, I actually like it. But at the same time, we're comparing bourbons to tequilas also.
Yeah. Apples to oranges.
Apples to oranges.
Fabian, I gotta ask.
Ask.
What led you to podcast?
Ah.
I need to know. I need to know the history behind this.
The
because
history
I fo-
behind this, I'm gonna tell you the history behind this. Me and Isaac was at his house and we were smoking a cigar. And I had just bought the podcasting equipment because the pandemic had started. And I'm like, man, let me buy this podcasting equipment because I got some clients saying, hey, we want to do a podcast. All right. So Ike was like, hey, man, we should do our own podcast. I said, on what? Cigars. We sitting here smoking. So I said, well, let's do it, but we need a female. So Ike brought over this first female that didn't work out. She was good. She
was busy.
She's a flight attendant. Hell no. She didn't like put shit in her mouth.
Oh.
And that's you can't put a cigar in your mouth. You got a problem with that, you're going to have a problem with the show. And so then he said, well, I met this one lady at Where do you meet her at?
I met Kimberly at. Well, I knew Kimberly. We were Facebook friends, but then I think I saw her one time out at
the place in Midtown, right?
place. What is it? The side street grill.
Side street, where all the smokers go.
Where all the smokers
And
go.
so Kimberly came in the next week, and I'm like, oh, we found it. We found the person, and we all really just clicked. And she can put up with our silliness, narcissism, all that shit,
perfectionist.
She can put up
the OCD of it all.
No, and I can't put my finger on you. You're very mysterious. I like that. You have a good aura. I like that.
It's so mysterious.
And so we just started doing it, and all of a sudden it was just, and you know, when you have somebody that's into podcasts and they come over, yeah man. Shit, y'all need to be y'all got something special here.
Why do you sound like Larry Robinson? Oh my God, you sound like Larry Robinson.
Because he was like, man, I tried a cigar show and I just couldn't get them to click. Y'all motherfuckers just clicking like a mom. And so that's what happened. And then we all do pretty good for ourselves, and and honestly, it was. I know for me and Isaac, I can't speak to Kimberly. She could probably have another story to tell about this, but this is our relief.
Very much so.
It's Kimberly's too. Because every Wednesday she said it is Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's my comment. Every Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, so y'all know where she gonna be at.
Yeah, so
she
don't
come
even
here.
ask me.
She leaving here. She going to Fat Charlie's and doing Wind Down Wednesday.
Yeah.
So that's my. There you go.
Can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead.
Please do.
So I tried to put a podcast together with one of my longtime great musician friends.
Said it don't work. That don't work.
No, yeah, exactly. I tried. We called it Head Traffic. We were doing everything we could to try to, let's talk about, meaningful topics, this, that, and the other. It was too choreographed.
Oh,
and
yeah, this is a BS show. Oh, you can't do
this. I mean, when I came into this, I didn't know what to expect. I was open-ended to whatever we're going to do.
And,
But you know what? You have to come in like that. Like, if you have an agenda and all that stuff, it doesn't really work for us because we go off topic.
No, but see, that's the magic. If you don't have an agenda and nothing comes out of it, it's useless. But if you don't have an agenda and something positive comes out of a conversation, that's as real as it gets.
Because our whole thing was that, all right, what do you do when you go to a cigar bar?
Chat.
You sit there and chat. And that's what we're doing.
Chatting.
We're chatting.
We found out about.
We don't have any. We have segments where we talk about the first segment. We're gonna sit there and talk about our day, our week, and what we've been smoking.
Right.
And,
we catch up.
We catch up. Hey, where you been? Stuff like that.
Right.
Ike always going out of town. He tell us about his stories. We telling our stories, and then we bring on a guest. We let you talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about.
Right.
And if you work at a business, you own a business, we let you promote your business and all that stuff.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we're trying to educate, inform, and provide comedy and provide entertainment to the listeners.
Without a script, effortlessly.
Without effortlessly.
And that's that. Yeah.
Because once you start coming in with a program, you done did your homework, you done did all this shit. This is what we're gonna talk about. Blah blah blah. It becomes work.
And I'm so glad this damn cigar was not made in Nicaragua.
Actually, it was. If you read the thing, it's a Nicaraguan cigar.
Okay.
I don't know what I wasn't gonna say anything when you was reading the thing.
I probably read generic Romeo and Julietta.
I think that's what you did.
This is actually a Nicaraguan cigar. It's the RYJ. See.
Okay.
See right there.
Yeah.
It's right
It's
there.
See, if we hadn't told him to say that word, he could have said it. But as soon as he tried to read it,
and that's the other thing about this show. None of us can say that word.
None of us.
Right. Everybody that comes on the show, they like,
Nicaragua.
They can say it.
They can say it, but us
Can't say it.
But that's the beauty of the show. We let Ike read that shit, and we have
And then they have a good time with it.
It's authentic. It's real.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah,
There you go.
man.
So Chase, do you do social media?
What do you mean by do?
Are you
mean,
on
you
social
on
media?
social media?
So if somebody is watching the show and they said, "Man, I want to go to,
I want to be friends with
I want to be
Chase.
friends with Chase," how could they find you?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. I keep up with family.
That's it. Okay.
That's it.
family and friends. You know, I'm on TikTok, but I'm a voyeur. I'm just looking at stuff.
Yeah.
you
Me
know.
too.
I think most people on TikTok are
That's how.
voyeurs.
What the world?
Me and my wife, we will grab the phone like before we go to bed. I'll grab my phone and we'll scroll through TikTok,
TikTok
and
and
just
send
laugh.
each other. Yeah.
And you know, I done got hooked on like people falling.
Oh yeah.
I done got hooked on people. I done got hooked on people
But I have
falling.
learned so much from TikTok University.
Oh yeah, it's the
And,
future.
and me and my wife, we love those little. Cause cats are so fucked up.
You and Keith.
Cats
Oh
are
my
so
God.
fucked up, boy. They do some of the dumbest.
They do.
And you know, and then you got the guy with the voice, and it's. I mean,
You be having a ball.
I be
over
having a
it.
ball with the damn cats, man.
I don't know why people take stuff like that so serious.
It
though.
should
I'm
be so.
like, huh?
That should be so funny, man.
Not the TikTok man in
and
front of the Senate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what didn't happen here?
yeah.
It's
But you know what?
TikTok.
It's so easy for people to make money if they just have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so easy for
And
people
if
to
you,
make money.
yeah, and if people
You
feel
just
like
gotta
they
have a
can
hustle.
relate to you,
Yeah.
if they feel like they can relate to you, you're gonna blow up.
I feel like the thing that's scary though is like the level of misinformation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that can
yeah,
happen
yeah.
with social media.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
too.
true.
Like,
That's true.
Yeah, like
I mean,
Yeah.
the
Like
funniest
taking
thing.
the documents, you could do that.
I'll stumble upon TikToks where it's like I don't know if y'all go to chiropractors or if you know any
I have,
chiropractors.
yeah, I have.
It's like man, the kind of shit that was found. The foundation of chiropractic is
Yeah.
magical thinking.
Yeah.
It's like all diseases, all problems, they come
curable.
from the spine.
That and women put makeup on.
Wait a minute.
Conspiracy theories.
I'm not saying you, Kimberly, but some of these women,
I'm offended.
I agree. It's like witchcraft.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hey, have you ever seen a dude? He turned out dude, and at the end of the night, he's a woman. after
Yes,
he
I
finished-
watch all them people.
Yes.
Yes, that's
That's
a little.
that's witchcraft.
That is the artistry of it all. It is not witchcraft.
That's the foolery.
The artistry.
Tomfoolery.
Because
art.
eventually your ass got to take it off and wake up.
Yeah, I
is
don't
an
live
art.
like this in the morning. It's hard. This
boy.
hard work.
It's hard, but it's fair. All right,
Hard, but it's fair.
Hey, I want y'all to go to R&R Wine and Spirits and More, 3481 Austin P. Ask for Rick. Tell
What's
him
his
you.
Facebook? What's he has a Facebook too, I think.
Yeah, R&R Wine, Spirits, and More
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they got the stuff. I guarantee you. And if Rick ain't got it, he can go
he
get
go
it.
get
He
it.
can go
He
get it.
So, Rick, I'm going to need some Pappies in November when it drops.
And Rick will get it to you.
I'm gonna
Now-
get it.
Now, Rick's thing is he's going to expand your expectations and experience the possibilities. So you got to be open. And we're gonna do it just like we do cigars. When you go to a cigar shop, you get what you like and then you try something new.
Try something new.
And it's the same thing with liquor. Get what you like and then try something new. You don't have to get the big bottle. They got them in little bitty pints.
For you.
Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
They
That's
sell
the point.
Pappy and pints.
I doubt it.
Nope.
They don't. They,
be
good
asking
shit.
for
Good shit. You gotta
unrealistic
buy
stuff.
you gotta buy the big bottle.
Okay.
Hashtag drink responsibly.
Yes.
Drink responsibly.
Which
Thank you for that,
Chase cannot attest to today.
Chase, you want another shot
Of
before you get
course,
out?
of
Which
course.
one you gonna try? Which one you want?
The rye.
I
He going with the rye. He going with the rye or the bourbon.
Hold
the
on.
first
I
one.
think all of us should get us a shot. And
I
we
think
should
we all should get a
toast.
shot.
We
We're
should
gonna
toast
toast
to
All right,
to-
before
it's
we do this,
National Bourbon Day.
Yes.
before we do this shot, Smoke Fam, thank you so very much. Please follow us on all your social media platforms. Check us out on YouTube.
The YouTube channel is funny.
channel is funny.
Like
I'm
if
good, I'm good.
you're not checking it out on YouTube,
YouTube is
the
funny.
visual is hilarious.
It really is. Check
I
us out on
listen
YouTube.
to us on the TV.
all right,
and
y'all.
we're
Let's
on
do this.
we're on all the podcast platforms.
We are.
Yep.
We're on all of them. All right. Until we smoke again. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh, I gotta get
We will holler, Smoke Fam.
Yeah. Woo!
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.